live is happening because I wanted to show you something absolutely incredible. This is one of the most incredible breakthroughs the community has done in a long time. It's called the Calm Team. Calm. CALM. Team. This is absolutely radical. I learned about it this morning, and then I found a news article linked down below for you yourself, me, myself, and Irene. Remember that movie? I never seen it. Jim Carrey. But for you to read it yourself. And if you're wondering, Rob, what the heck is Calm Team? Well, it's an alternative to the police, and it's incredible. I love this. I think every town in America should have one. Funded by your taxes. Okay? Chief, let's go. Let's go. This is going to be brief. I'm going to try to do an actual live later because I have news I want to talk about. PragerU is in the news. That anti-American Koch brothers alt-right funded kids cartoon show is trying to swoop in place of the defunding NPR and PBS and all that stuff. So there is some real news I want to talk about. But right now, I just felt it absolutely imperative to share this with you. Calm Team. This is I don't know if it's an organization. Again, I'm new to this, but I just felt this was something everyone should know about. That's the other reason why I say subscribe, hit the notification bell, because when I learn a new, I'm going to share it with you. And this is something that you can push for in your neighborhood. This technically isn't in my neighborhood, but it's right next door. Here's their website. This is some of the stuff off of their website. The Lynn Calm Team is here to help. This is absolutely incredible. Now, it's basically an alternative to the police. And if you've ever been in a situation, which God forbid, hopefully you haven't, but if you've ever been in a situation where, they need to be called, you start to realize after quite a few times, depending on who comes out, that, the police are equipped to handle certain situations. Not all, and they'll even tell you, we're not specially trained to handle this, this, and this. And there are a lot of news stories where you hear about, a mental crisis call, and then someone gets hurt, and it's, and it could have been avoided. And here's just the truth of the matter. Again, the police will tell you this. I have family who's cops, and they will tell you, like, they're not trained to help with mental health crises. They're just not. That's not part of their training. I wish, and there are cops that I've talked to that said they have people who are trained, specific professionals who are trained to go out with them on mental health calls, which I think is good, which you would hope more police departments do, because there's only stuff to gain. I don't think that if somebody gets hurt on a call, sometimes it might be the goal of the person, depending if the cops did or not, but I don't think, I'd like to think humanity doesn't want to injure other people, especially when people are in crisis, but from time and time again, you do see it happen, and you do see sometimes people hiding behind a badge, thinking it gives them diplomatic immunity to do whatever they want, or to be a bully. Sometimes you see these videos where when you come in with authority, you should be the one to de-escalate, and that doesn't happen. So it was really rad when I started reading about the Lynn Calm Team. This is just the city next door to me. But what's the important part of this is the Calm Team, an alternative to the police. Now you can see, hold on, let me try to show you. Mediation between neighbors, non-crisis mental health issues. There's something else down below. They have recent loss, support with cultural or family challenges, seeking care. They also have like addiction, connection to detox and other recovery services. This is one of the greatest things that I've read about recently. I mean, I know the news is always not good, when you have a dictator in charge. Old dictator. Uh, when you have someone like that in charge, just a fascist who only wishes Ghislaine Maxwell well and won't release the files, I wanted to share some good news, because whether or not you have a comm team, an alternative to police to help you sort out maybe family issues or connect with the detox or help with neighbors or non-crisis mental health stuff, which, I mean, this is every neighborhood in the world is going to have some kind of issue. We're humans, we're fallen, we're flawed. And I encourage you to learn more about the comm team. The news article is linked down below. And Jimmy, what's up? Suzette Summer, hello. Or Sumner, sorry. Again, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm Rob, I'm your vibe coach, and today the vibe is calm. I'm going to do a full live later. But I really wanted to share this with you and share this with your friends. And then you guys get together and organize a meetup where you hold your city officials, your public servants accountable, and you say, we want a comm team. And then they say, how are we going to pay for it? And you say, with our taxes, dummies. Stop giving yourself raises. Why don't you cut some of instead of cutting the public spending, how about you cut what the public servants get? Huh? How about you make what the median wage is? How about you get paid minimum wage for being a public servant? Huh? And then we can afford this stuff. How about we get a receipt with our taxes so we know where our money's going? Because this could be paid for with our taxes. And better yet, we should just pay for it with billionaires' taxes. They got too much money anyways. How many people you know trying to race to space? Huh? Trying to race to space. Like, what are you going to do when you get to Mars? Have you seen that planet? That planet sucks. F Mars. Nobody wants to go to Mars. Why do you think we have alien sightings here on Earth? Because they're like, damn, that planet is awesome. Have you ever seen a rhinoceros? Looks like a chubby unicorn. That's why aliens come to Earth. Don't you understand? Elon, go to Mars. Put a chip in your brain and get the fuck out of here. Go to Mars. Nobody wants to go to Mars. It's a dusty-ass planet. You couldn't even survive. The day is like 40 years. The night is like 70 years. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just making all this up. I'm not a scientist. But my point is you can't even live there. Humans can't live on Mars if they want to. And people are like, yeah, we're going to go there. It's like, go. Everybody that wants to go to Mars, I implore you to go. Just get on the next rocket. Get the fuck out of here. Let us have this beautiful planet. Suzette said hello again. So I wanted to share this with you because this is a really, really important service that I think should be in more communities. I can't read the bottom one, but mediation between neighbors, mental health, grief and loss, support of cultural or family challenges. I mean, look at that. Detox connection and detox services. This is such a this is the stuff that I want to see politicians saying. We're going to put a comm team in every town. So we don't have to, and here's the thing, if you're for the police, I know there's a lot of you out there, you should totally be down with this. The police should be down with this, because you don't need to overburden the police with a neighbor dispute if you can have a comm team come out with professional conflict resolution people. You know what I mean? Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. That's one where I'm not sarcastic there, I'm serious. Like, this takes the load off the police, lets them handle, they don't really fight crime, they just react to it. But this is a good service if you do want to support your police, if you do want your communities to be healthier, happier, safer. I mean, who could be against this? Why don't I see politicians pushing for a comm team in every town? Provides tons of services, and again, there's a link down below for you to read about it. It's nice and cool on Pluto. Yeah, exactly. Let's tell Elon, Suzette. Hey, what's up, Tiara? Let's tell Elon. I heard Pluto's beautiful this time of century, because I think one night in Pluto takes like a fibbity years. We don't even have a number for it because nobody speaks Plutonian. So you have to say one Earth night on Pluto is a fibbity years. And one Earth day on Pluto is Quadjandala. I don't even know what that means, Quadjandala. That's how many days it takes to have one Earth day on Pluto. Absolutely. Bring your sweater, Elon, though. It's going to be a tidbit chilly. Oh, so hit subscribe. Everybody need a safe space. Well, you know who's the number one needer of a safe space? Donald Jeffrey Epstein Trump. That guy, if you ask him a question, he goes, that's not very nice. Failing business, failing company, failing magazine. I'm so sick of hearing such a bitch-made president. I just want a president who doesn't care if people critique him. He's like, yeah, that's your thoughts. I would love to hear a president not get so butthurt tweeting at 4 a.m. like, I'm gonna take your citizenship, you hurt my feelings. I'd just love to have a president that wasn't like, I'm the bestest at everything, holes in one. Like he's stealing Kim Jong-un's thing. Doesn't Kim Jong-un like not even poop and like hit 18 holes in one at golf? And like that's Kim Jong-un's thing. Do your own thing. You can tell a spoiled nepo baby president when you see one, you know, when he's saying your words aren't nice. That's not a very nice question. I don't like it. Fucking loser. All right, guys. So I wanted to share this with you. The Calm Team. The Calm Team. I love it. I love what the city of Lynn is doing. I'll be live a little bit later, so hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, but share those with your friends. Talk about it in your community. Everyone should have a calm team. It will help the police. It won't spread them thin, even though they have like $1 billion. How are you spread thin with that much money? And it will help communities. So check it out. Link down below. Hit subscribe, notification bell. Much love. Good to see you, Chief. I'll see you later. Peace.